Have you ever felt trapped and not sure what to do next? Feeling trapped can be attributed to many different things. It can feel as if outside forces are running your life. It can feel as if nothing ever goes your way, and it can feel as if you're going to be trapped for the rest of your life. With respect to your profession, it could feel as if you're bumping up against the ceiling at your current job and you're wanting to feel challenged, or maybe you're feeling unclear and frustrated, not knowing what direction to take your career. Or perhaps you're feeling defeated by the politics of everything that's happening around you. Or it could be that you've been laid off and feel paralyzed trying to figure out what to do next. In this video, how to stop feeling trapped, I'll give you a 4-step process for self-reflection that you can rely on day in and day out, and so you can stop feeling trapped. Before doing so, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can be alerted when new videos are released. My name is Adam Piendis. I'm a leadership coach, and I've been teaching, coaching, and facilitating for over 25 years. I've consulted prominent leaders from all over the globe to become emotionally strong all day long, and I want to do the same for you. Regardless of how things play out in your life or how long you've been feeling trapped, I want you to remember this one saying from my teacher, Mary Hulnick. Outer experience is a reflection of inner reality, meaning if you want to make changes to your outer experience, you must be willing to attend to and take responsibility for your inner reality, which is all the emotional stuff going on inside of you. So if you want to, one, blast through the ceiling of your current job, gain clarity on what you want to do next, create your own path on how to best move forward, or take that first big step toward finding a new job, you'll need to take responsibility for your emotional well-being and take inventory of how you respond to life's challenges. When you start to feel trapped, it becomes mission critical that you look within yourself first. The tendency is to get caught up in all the external things that are happening in your life that appear to be the primary contributors to your feeling trapped. Oh, it's my partner, my boss is such a pain, paying all of my bills is so overwhelming. If this weather would just change, I'd probably feel better. By constantly looking outward, you play the role of the victim and are distracting yourself from the real work that needs to be done. And that is to go inward and focus on the following 4-step process. Step 1 is question. Step 2 is reflection. Step 3 is insight. Step 4 is action. I'm going to walk through each of these 4 steps and demonstrate how they will help you to stop feeling trapped and start taking action. Before I do, if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. Okay, step 1 is question. One of the biggest challenges that keep you stuck is your inability to slow down and reassess your situation. When you feel overwhelmed, confused, stagnated, or just flat out in a rut, the tendency is to want to do more and to do it faster so that you can feel better as quickly as possible. I understand this. I've been there before. However, after working with prominent leaders from all over the world, I've seen the benefits time and time again of slowing down and getting out of the rat race that's happening in your head. There is so much power and wisdom to be gained when you choose to slow down. And remember, you contain wisdom, you contain the power, and you have all the answers inside of you. Slowing down is the only way to access those answers, and it all starts with asking yourself powerful questions, such as, what does an ideal situation look like for me? What fears get in the way of my forward movement? What is one action item I can take today, and how will I celebrate taking action? As you may have noticed, all of these questions begin with what or how. What and how questions allow you to explore the depths of what holds meaning for you and how to best move forward. Okay, step 2 is reflection. Reflection is where the magic happens. It is a signifying moment where you give your brain permission to pause and think deeply or carefully about the question at hand. What does an ideal situation look like for me? And it gives you an opportunity to begin further exploration. An ideal situation could mean that I get a new job or I start my own business. It's through reflection that you start to get real with yourself and dive into your own truth rather than being run by the hamster wheel in your brain. Reflection allows you to manifest your desired outcomes and activate your creativity. It also helps you learn about the patterns and behaviors that have held you back in the past, such as, how do I typically respond to stress? Well, a lot of ways, but I tend to shut down and stop speaking my truth. Learning about your old patterns and behaviors is a powerful self-reflective exercise that will help you to start to create new patterns and behaviors moving forward. An example of this in my life is that in the past, I felt trapped and disorganized in my business and that I wasn't capable of running a successful business. I worked longer and faster and ironically started regressing. I felt like I was moving backward. So I had to pause and ask myself a powerful question for my own honest reflection. What is keeping me stuck in this work pattern? Well, it made me feel busy, but I wasn't taking time to plan ahead and it kept me feeling trapped. By slowing down a little bit, I was able to clearly see why I was feeling trapped, and this proved to be instrumental for me. This isn't rocket science, however, the question and reflection period is mission critical when it comes to creating new paths forward. Okay, step 3 is insight. When you dedicate time to questions and reflections, this is how you create your own insights. An insight is an aha moment when you discover how to make something happen and bring an idea to life. For example, you could ask yourself, what does an ideal future look like for me? Your reflection could be, well, an ideal future would mean that I'd have my own business. And then your insight, which is the aha moment, I'll have a conversation with my friend who has their own business and learn from them. And now things are in motion. When I was struggling with my own business, I went through the same process of self-reflection and determined that it would be best for me to start planning ahead versus going 100 miles an hour and being super disorganized. The insight was that I needed to block off a specific period of time on Fridays in my calendar for the change to happen. When you give yourself time to pause and reflect and really listen to what you need at that moment, you become more insightful. The more that you trust the process of listening and learning, the more self-reliant you become. And this is what activates your intuition as well. A great example is when you're in a relationship and know that it's time to leave and move in a different direction. You pause, reflect, and ask yourself, what is best for me in this relationship? If you know that it's best for you to leave and move in a different direction, it's probably time to take action. Not always easy to do, however, your intuition rarely makes mistakes. Okay, step 4 is action. Taking action is the 4th step in the 4th step process. This requires you to go through the first 3 steps, question, reflection, and insight, and then actually do something with it. It should be noted, just because you have an insight and an aha moment doesn't mean that you're always ready to take action on it. Certain situations require time, and it's always best to do things when you're ready. However, not being ready to take action doesn't take away from the overall effectiveness of the 4-step process. Question, reflection, insight, action. Think of it this way. If you're feeling trapped in your life and I said to you, you should start your own business or you need to quit your job, you may hear these words and think, okay, that's a good idea, and you may even eventually act on it, but at the end of the day, you most likely won't respond with the same level of enthusiasm by me telling you what to do. You'd be far more inclined to act on these ideas if they originated from your own insights. It's the difference between being told what to do versus creating your own action plan. You are far more likely to take action when you create your own action plan. Now that you have the 4-step process, you're ready to go out and start manifesting your desired outcomes. To make things a little easier for you, I've included a 4-step process cheat sheet called Going from Stuck to Unstuck. You can find that in the description below. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a comment below if any of this felt familiar to you. My name is Adam Piandis, helping you become emotionally strong all day long, and I'll see you in the next video.